At a black market in Thailand, I saw a woman with the exact same tattoo as my daughter. Those numbers were my daughter's birthday. I put them on her lower back myself. I stepped in and told them I wanted that woman. I offered to pay double. He sneered and repeated, "Double? You people really think too highly of yourselves. Money is not a problem. Do you not understand plain English? I said she is not for sale. Your lives are cheap and so is your money. You are asking for death. What are you gonna do about it?" He burst out laughing and ordered them to drag the woman to the basement to die. "You cannot take her." My assistant was slapped to the ground, blood spilling from the corner of his mouth. Two men dragged the woman deeper into the market, and that monster of a boss walked away. I rushed to help my assistant up, then slowly looked toward the direction they had left. That woman was hiding something, and that foreign bastard would pay for this. Back at the hotel, I called David, the private investigator, and told him to dig up everything. "Mark, find that woman. Do whatever it takes and bring her to me." My heart was pounding against my ribs. Those numbers were my daughter's birthday. Back when I was on the run, I used a red-hot sewing needle and ash to mark her lower back myself. Years later, after I became the richest woman in Xia, I wanted to remove the tattoo, but the doctor said it was too deep. The ink had reached the dermis. Removing it would leave a scar. Back then, I never understood why it looked like that. Now, I finally had the answer. The mark on that woman's back was the one I had made years ago. The one on my daughter's body was fake. Someone had copied it, which meant my real daughter had been switched years ago. 20 minutes later, Mark called and said they had gotten her out. That black market boss called the cops. The crooked local police blocked the streets. I have to leave by water. Keep her alive at all costs. Yes, boss. I will arrange a private jet to fly to international waters, then back home. I got into the armored car and headed straight for the pier, replaying what I had seen underground. That woman had no tongue, and every fingernail and toenail had been torn off. Who stole my own child and tortured her into this? After a long 10 minutes, I finally reached the pier. Mark was already on deck with his men, and the doctor was giving the woman an adrenaline shot. Her condition was critical. Severe malnutrition, multiple broken bones healed in the wrong position. Her vocal cords had been burned by chemicals. Worst of all, her blood was infected. I reached out to touch her face, but she flinched hard. A raspy wheeze came from her throat. I held back tears and pulled my hand away. "Use the best medicine and the most advanced equipment, no matter what, keep her alive." "Yes, Ms. Anna." The yacht cut through the waves toward the open sea. I stood on deck all night. At dawn, David called. "Boss, we found something. Your current daughter, Lucy, had a high fever when she was 9. You were overseas closing a life-or-death deal, so your ex-husband Tom took her to the hospital. Records from that private hospital show that after the fever broke, Lucy's blood type changed. Back then, the hospital claimed it was just a lab error, but the lab director who signed the report moved his whole family abroad the very next month. Tom. It had to be him. He was the one who switched my daughter. I hung up and rushed to the woman lying on the stretcher, touching her gaunt face. "Tom, you animal. You swapped my daughter with another woman's child. You watched me raise that child like a treasure and protect her with everything I had. Meanwhile, my real daughter was barely surviving in filth in a foreign land. Tom, I will make you pay." I took out my phone and called my assistant back home, ordering an emergency board meeting at 9 tomorrow. Also, cut off every financial tie with all companies under Tom's name. I want him on his knees begging me within 3 days. "Yes, Ms. Anna." The yacht tore through the waves, carrying my rage toward the city that was about to be turned upside down. Once we reached international waters, we transferred to a helicopter and flew back home. Back in my office, I looked out at the glittering skyline and it only hurt my eyes. Just then, my phone rang. "Mom, why did you come back without telling me? I could have picked you up." "Mom, one more thing. Jack found a piece of land on the south side. He wants to build a resort, but he is short 100 million. Send the money to my card and I will transfer it to him." Money again. Ever since she was little, whenever she called me first, it was always for money. I used to think I had spoiled her, so I let it slide. But now I finally understood. She knew she was not my daughter. That was why she kept taking from me without shame. They were all in this together, draining me dry. But this time I did not say yes. 100 million is not a small amount. Come home tomorrow, we will talk in person. "Okay." Lucy answered and hung up without another word. I gave a cold laugh. My revenge had begun. At noon the next day, she walked into my living room and pushed a stack of documents toward me. "Mom, I brought the contract. You just need to sign it." She smiled sweetly while I took a sip of fresh black tea and studied her over the rim of the cup. She was beautiful, but she looked nothing like me. Tom had made me raise his child for 16 years. I set down my cup, looked at her, and said, "No rush. How have you been feeling lately? You do not look well." "Really? Maybe I stayed out too late last night with Jack." "You were always weak as a child. Remember that fever when you were 9? It almost killed you." "Yeah. Good thing Dad stayed up day and night taking care of me." She knew I hated Tom, yet she still brought him up on purpose. "That tattoo on your lower back? Have you had it checked recently?" "No, it is fine. Lift your shirt. Let me see." "Mom, I am an adult now. It is the middle of the day. That is kind of awkward." Reluctantly, she lifted her shirt, revealing the tattoo on her pale lower back. I leaned in. The lines were sharp, the color full, but the edges had an unnatural blur. It was made by a modern tattoo machine trying to copy handwriting. No matter how real it looked, it was fake. Just as I thought. "All right, put it down." "Mom, what about the land deal? Tell Jack to come talk to me himself." Lucy froze, clearly not expecting me to turn her down. "But Jack has been really busy lately." "Then he can make time. In business, people ask for money themselves. We are not a charity. I am tired. You can go." Lucy's face darkened, but she did not dare argue. She grabbed her bag and stormed out. Right after she left, David called. "Boss, we found a large transfer from Tom to a Thai account. It belongs to an underground money laundering ring. We also found that Jack went there 3 years ago. The place he visited was the same black market area where the young lady was held." After hanging up, I opened my drawer and took out a loaded Browning pistol. Tom, Jack, and Lucy. These animals fed off me while trampling my real daughter into the dirt. It was time to settle the score. I pushed open the ICU door. On the bed lay my real daughter. I gave her a new name, Amy. May the past die and may the rest of her life be new. Ms. Anna, the young lady's vitals are slowly improving, but her psychological trauma is severe. She refuses to let anyone near her, including the nurses. She needs sedatives every day just to fall asleep. I waved the doctor out, leaned down, and held her hand. My heart twisted in pain. What had happened to the little girl who used to cry for half a day over one shot? Just then, my phone buzzed. It was a message from my assistant. Boss, the young lady is outside making a scene. She wants to come in. Let her in. Lucy never thought I would find this place. Minutes later, she stormed through the door. Mom, why are you in a place like this? Her voice stopped cold. Her eyes locked onto the woman on the bed, and the color drained from her face. Who is she? Who the hell is she? You do not know her? No, why would I know some freak like that? Really? Maybe you are standing too far away and cannot see her clearly. Come here, take a good look. Let go of me, Mom, are you crazy? Open your eyes, open them and look at her. I really do not know her. Mom, I really do not know her. You do not? That is fine. You will. Go tell Jack to bring Tom with him. Tomorrow they come to my office or they face the consequences. I watched her run off in shame and smiled coldly. Amy suddenly let out a weak whimper. Do not be scared. Mom is here. I will not let anyone who hurt you get away. I will make them pay back every single thing they owe you. She used all her strength to squeeze my hand, and the rage inside me burned even hotter. Outside the hospital, the rain was heavier. Mark opened an umbrella and the car door for me. Boss, Jack is making moves. He gathered all of his family security and brought Tom to the mansion. He also just contacted an overseas account. I got into the car, looked at the rain-blurred window, and told them to watch that account. Also, have finance pull every debt file tied to Jack's family. Before sunset tomorrow, I want their entire cash flow cut off. I want them to know that in front of real power, their little schemes are nothing. The next morning, I sat in the conference room when the doors were shoved open. Jack stormed in with more than a dozen bodyguards while Tom hid behind him. Mark raised his gun at Jack, but I lifted my hand and told him to lower it. Jack pulled out a chair and sat across from me, acting like the tension meant nothing. His eyes were cold and vicious, like poisoned blades aimed straight at my face. Mother-in-law, no need to be so angry. We are all family here. Whatever this is, we can sit down and talk it out. Who is family with you? Tom, you bastard, it is time we settle our debt. Anna, do not accuse me without proof. What debt could there be between us? Mother-in-law, I do not understand. Lucy was badly shaken yesterday. Bringing some random woman to scare her was out of line. Random woman? Is she really random? 3 years ago, you personally went to a black market in Thailand and paid that boss $2 million. You told him to torture her however he wanted as long as she stayed alive. Remember that? Mother-in-law, what are you talking about? I do not understand. If you want to cut off my family's money, just say so. No need to make up such a ridiculous story. My family may not be as powerful as Anna Group, but we are not pushovers. Mutual destruction? You think you are worth that? Do it. Wow, mother-in-law. One order, and you think you can destroy my family? 5 minutes later, his phone rang. What? The stock crashed and got suspended? All suppliers stopped shipments? Anna, are you insane? What good does destroying us do for you? It makes me happy. You think that is enough to destroy me? I still have a trump card. Hearing those words, I could not help laughing. Then I clapped my hands. David walked in and tossed a file bag in front of Jack. Jack froze as if he already knew what was inside, then opened it with shaking hands. The top page was a DNA test report for me and Lucy. In that moment, Jack's face went completely pale. Seeing the truth exposed, Tom dropped to his knees and started banging his head on the floor. Anna, I was wrong. I lost my mind back then. That woman forced me. She said if we switched the babies, we could take your fortune. Do not kill me, please do not kill me! Tell me, who was that woman? Boss, bad news. The hospital just called. The young lady is gone. Where did you take her? Anna, so what if you destroyed Jack's family? You will never find your real daughter again. By now, she has probably been dumped into the ocean for the sharks. He burst into laughter and the sound sent a chill through my whole body. Tell me, where is she?